First off, welcome to Offense Defense Football Camp 2012 Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Stadium. I'm with the ops director. My name is Brian Neighbor. All right, now listen up. I'll be the ops director. My name is Brian Neighbor. The head coach will be Bill Bates. Everybody knows, pretty much knows who Coach Bates is. He'll be our head coach for the camp. Okay? First things first, we're happy you're here. We're happy you got in. A little bit of confusion this morning. That was not from us. Cowboys had a little struggle. They were talking about where we need to be and all that. I want to make it very clear. Your entry gate is gate A. Your exit gate is 8A from this point on. A as in alpha, as in alpha, as in almighty. A is your entry and exit point. Okay? That is your exit point. So you need to go through it. If you go through another gate, don't tell them you're with offense defense. They don't say I'm here with gate A. That's the gate. We'll make sure we're very clear about where you need to be. Gate A. Say that 5 times. Alright? Secondly, if your child is coming on this particular event, he needs to have tennis shoes or flip-flops. Okay, if you brought your child into the cleats only, you're creating a problem for you. Now, I really don't want to have any problems with 190 kids moving. Bring tennis shoes or bring flip-flops. David, so we can get in the facilities. Okay, we need to have that. We don't put the cleats on. We'll come off the field. We'll organize it that way. Please have that stuff. What I'll do is I'm going to introduce the head football coach. I'm going to talk a little bit about what he's going to do in camp. Then I'll get into specifics about this thing we call an itinerary, schedule. This is the schedule. Not the one you got on the internet, not the one you pulled off 4.5 months ago. This is the schedule. This is what we're going by. Don't call home office and tell me you need to do the schedule. And 300 that came out, everybody that came through. This is the schedule. This is what we will be following. So you know where your kids are at. I'll tell you where you need to pick them up. Okay? Because if they can't bring stick that day. This is your schedule. Everybody understand that? All right. Without further ado, I always like to introduce Coach Bates. Like I said earlier, a lot of people see him as a football player that played in the league for 15 years, which is a great accomplishment. I think that's a great accomplishment. Playing this league, going to County for 15 years is amazing. Physically, think about it. But like I said earlier, one of the things I'm most proud of and know about Coach Bates is that he's a guy that made how many years coach? 27 years. I think that's a testament. 27 years of marriage. He's got great kids. He just came from a graduation where his son graduated from Northwestern University. Says a lot about him. But he's going to instill in your kids this week. He's not only tough, knows how to coach football. He's going to instill in them the thing that he has, which is a good writer. Good writing. Everything that you do in life, that will be our theme this week. Good writing. I want your kids not to just get a football experience, but to understand that life is just like football. You're going to get knocked down, you're going to get back up. There's going to be obstacles, you have to knock them down to get there. Our job as football coaches is not just to be football coaches, but to be mentors to help with life skills. And that's what we'll do this week. We're going to make your kids do things they don't like pick up after themselves, get in a straight line. He talks to the coaches, yes coach and no coach. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. This week is going to be yes sir, no sir, yes coach. You're going to polite to the coaches, you're going to be polite to the staff, you're going to be polite to everybody that's on this campus. If they do not adhere to my policies, I have a plan. That's how I'll say it. They will, when they leave here, they'll have a plan. Okay? As you can see, it's already started. Okay? Strictly does not accept it. What it tells me is that you don't care what I have to say. Okay? That's not what we do at our camp. I'm working with Coach from a camp last week. Great camp. Kids got a lot out of it. Kids got to pay attention and understand. Don't speak and have some knowledge. Sometimes they need to wake up. They got to stand up. So that's how we'll do it this week. As you can see, just like me, it's about discipline. That's how he's run his life. So without further ado, Coach Bill Bates.
Thanks, Brian. I am honored to be here to be able to coach your kids. I have kids. I have 5. Now they're older now, but I still have one that is a sophomore, going to be a junior in high school. That's my last baby boy. 6'3", 215, but he's my baby. So I get all of this. I had my son here. My son's go to these camps. So I entrust offense, defense with my own kids. So I'm going to coach your kids like they're my own. So just because the guy's sleeping, I'm going to make sure that he's listening. Hopefully, he will get something out of what I say here in 5 minutes. I had a dream when I was their age, when I was young. Now, how I got that dream was through a coach that came to my high school. Before the coach came to my high school, I was going the wrong way. And if the coach had not come to high school and got led by him, I would be in jail now. So the coach came, changed everything about our high school. Our high school was the Farragut Admiral, blue and gray. Coach came, he changed our uniforms to the Dallas Cowboys not because of the star and the blue and the silver, but because of one man, Tom Landry. Because of his beliefs, his faith, and that's how I was accepted. I accepted the Lord into my life. Because of one man changing my life in a positive way. Led me to the Lord. So, he also said, because of the Cowboys and his love for the Cowboys, hey, dream and shoot for the stars. Dream as high as you can. Because you never know, you just may reach your star. Dream. To reach that dream, you have to have goals. You have to have goals. And it's set by doing little things along the way to reach your goal, your dream, your star. And it starts by doing the fundamentals. Offense, defense teaches fundamentals, and it teaches competing. It teaches you how to compete on the football field. It teaches you how to do the right thing off the football field. And hopefully, you'll gain something positive through these 3-4 days that you can carry on. But more importantly, hopefully, you will learn how to be a man that is going to do your best, do what's right, and treat each other the way that you would want to be treated. When I was in high school, he said, dream and shoot for the stars, dream as high as you can. So, hey, I dreamt of being a Dallas Cowboy. I was wearing the Dallas Cowboy uniform in high school. Had a star on my helmet, had number 40 on my chest in high school. Don't tell me dreams don't come true. It came true for me. Now, I had to play college football. I was going to go from high school to pro football, but I had to play college football. I always tell people I played at the real UT, University of Tennessee. But, so, dreams do come true. But you know, if you don't, not everybody's going to reach that dream. But as you're shooting for that star, and you set goals along the way, you're going to get close to that dream. And then it may take you to another dream, and another dream, and another dream. Have thoughts in your head. See yourself doing the right thing, doing positive things. Catching an interception. catching a great pass, running and making a guy miss. Positive thoughts in your head because you can visualize what you do out on that football field. Right now, you can see yourself running out for a pass. You can see yourself catching, turning, running. Those things, the more you do positive thoughts, positive things are going to happen. Set dreams. Have a dream. Try to reach those goals along the way. I enjoy coaching these kids. I'm committed to hopefully helping them get better as a football player and as a person. So, all camps are different. This camp is different than the one in Houston. This camp is different than the ones that I coached in Orlando and Tampa. All the other, they're not the same. So, parents, we are doing our best. We try to do the right thing. Not everybody's going to be happy. Competition. That's what makes this world so great. Is that you compete. In the game of football, out on the football field, there'll be plenty of times for your son to really compete and try to set some goals, and hopefully he too can reach his dream down years from now. I look forward to the rest of the week and look forward to coaching you guys and doing your best, doing what's right, and treating each other the way that you would want to be treated. Thank you very much for letting me have your kids.
All right. That fire gets ready to play right now. Strap it on. All right. Let's go over a couple things. First off, let me give you my cell number. I don't want you to call me unless it's important. Don't call me about your baby. Got a toenail, right? Then you go to the trainer. I'll give you my number. Hopefully that you call me with restraint. The magic word, I'll give it to you with restraint. Number 843-516-1244. It's Coach Mabry, M-A-B-R-Y. Got that? I always like to tell people a little bit about my background. First off, I played college football. Played 1987 to 1991. Won a couple national championships in Georgia Southern, so I understand success. Never played it to the level of Coach did, but I do have a son that played had the opportunity to play in the NFL. Got another one that plays Division I. So I understand where you're at. I understand what your expectation for your child is. I understand it all. Okay? What I would like to make sure parents understand a little bit of is your evaluation of your child may not be the same as my evaluation of your child. Let me repeat this. Your evaluation of your child may not be the same as my evaluation of your child. You don't send them to camp so that I can look at them like you do. You send them to camp so I can look at them like I do. Okay? I'm a high school coach. I've won state championships. I understand what it takes to be successful. Okay? We're going to say things in evaluations that may not be something you like. And guess what? Sometimes I don't like medicine, but it's good for me. Okay? Some of you guys have expectations that your child are going to win awards. Some of them are not. Okay? Every person doesn't get an award. Every person doesn't get an award. Repeat this. Every person doesn't get an award. Had a problem with that last week. Okay? Some kids are going to win awards, some aren't. Now, I always hear the same, well, my baby, I saw him, he ran over him. We don't evaluate from the game. We evaluate from practice. You understand that practice happens in the way that your son practices, establishes where he's at, right? Got a son that's a crappy practice player unless he's extremely, unbelievably gifted. He's probably going to have issues when it comes to my level. If you can't practice right, you're not playing. So that's where our evaluation process happens for a woman. I make that clear. So every parent here thinks their baby's the greatest. I understand that. I felt the same way. Now, did I react differently? Absolutely. I think that all the time. My son won some awards he should have won. Didn't win some awards you should have won. That's the way life is. What you have to do is take that humble pie, put it together, and next year, don't give your kid the opportunity to have any decision-making process. He's that darn good that we have no choice but to if he's on the fence, he needs to get better. Nothing wrong with saying, come back next year and get better. Okay? So I want to make sure awards are definitely covered. Okay? Everybody is not getting an award. Okay? Even if you disagree with us, I understand that. They're not getting awards. Something I want to reiterate. Secondly, I'll take care of the kids like they're our own. As you can see, I'm pretty anal about how I like them. Why? Okay? There's a reason for that. The reason I'm that way is because they're your kids, and I want to make sure I know how to make sure kids get home safe. So guess what? I'm not going to do it like you do. If you want to do it, you can sit here and you can take care of 190. I'll go home for 4 days and visit my family that I haven't been with for the last 3 weeks. So I always tell people all the time, I don't tell you if you're an engineer how to be an engineer. If I tell you how to be a banker, I'll tell you how to be a banker. When it comes to camps, don't tell me how to run. I know how to run them. I've been doing it a long time. I know how to get kids where they need to be and how they need to get there safe. What you need to understand with me is my style, and it ain't changing. I'm not going to come say, baby, I'm not doing that. Get up, do what you're supposed to do, and do it now. That's football. Okay, we don't baby. So they're going to have to get what they need to do. Third part of this, make sure, number one, that they bring tennis shoes every day. I'm going to repeat that to you 100 times. Tennis shoes, make sure they're here. Make sure during day camp or an extended day camp that they're high grade too. That ain't juicy juice, that ain't Coca-Cola, that's water and Gatorade. Make it real juice, not that 10% juice, 90% sugar. Hydrate them. Third, powder your babies down. Don't wait till they're walking like this. Coach, you gonna handle that? No, I'm not. Put Destinex on them now. Powder them down before they come. Then they won't get that. What it's called preventative, right? Prevent it happening, not react to what happens. So make sure you powder them down. Because are we going to be able to change pants? Am I going to try to? Yes. Am I going to say 100% I'm going to be able to do it? No. I've got to move 190 kids in my time frame to squeeze down. So I've got to get them to the mess hall, and I've got to make sure they get what they need to do. So make sure you powder them down. I do not want kids to have that rash that they always get, chafing. So make sure we do that. Fourth thing, let's look at this schedule. Anybody that didn't get a schedule,